Let me welcome you to my channel. Before we begin the video, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe and like this post. WWE superstar Rhea Ripley has reacted to JUSO watching her match at tonight's Bad Blood Premium Live event. Jay was watching the contests alongside Kathy Kelly. At WWE Bad Blood 2024, the Nightmare picked up a win over Liv Morgan in a women's world title match. Unfortunately, she won the match via DQ, courtesy of Raquel Rodriguez's interference. Hence, Ripley didn't win the title that she had never lost. WWE backstage interviewer Kathy Kelly shared a video on Instagram, revealing that JUSO was watching Rhea Ripley's match live in the arena. The Eradicator has now shared her reaction to the same on her Instagram story. Do CM Punk and Drew McIntyre hate each other off camera? Pro wrestling legend thinks so. Ripley has quite a bit of history with Raquel Rodriguez. The two female stars have been friends as well as rivals in the past. Ripley didn't expect one bit for Raquel to come back to WWE tonight and attack her during one of the most important matches of her career. Now, it's safe to assume that Mommy will focus on Raquel and try to put her down for good before gunning for the Women's World title once again. The atmosphere was electric at WWE Bad Blood 2024. Fans were on the edge of their seats, anticipating the night's biggest matchups. But one moment in particular had the WWE Universe buzzing. JUSO was spotted watching Rhea Ripley's match from backstage. While this wasn't the first time the two superstars had crossed paths on WWE programming, Jay's presence as a spectator seemed to add a layer of intrigue that set the stage for future drama in the ring. Rhea Ripley, ever the dominant force and current women's world champion, took notice of Jay's presence and wasted no time reacting. As someone known for her ruthless persona and commanding presence, it wasn't surprising that her response was both sharp and playfully dismissive. But as always, there's more beneath the surface. In this case, it was about more than just a casual observation. There seemed to be a brewing storyline, one that WWE fans could sense would unfold in explosive fashion in the weeks to come. JUSO's appearance in the backstage area while Rhea Ripley was in the ring immediately sparked speculation among fans and commentators alike. Known for his own complex journey in WWE, especially after his split from Roman Reigns and the Bloodline saga, Jay has been navigating the wrestling landscape with a newfound independence. However, what was less clear was why Jay would be watching Rhea Ripley so intently. Was it mere admiration for her dominance in the women's division? Or was there something deeper, a potential alliance, rivalry, or perhaps even something personal? Some fans speculated that Jay's presence could signify the start of a storyline that would eventually intertwine their paths. Others believed it might be foreshadowing a mixed tag team scenario in the future, given that Jay's former tag team partner, Jimmy USO, had been involved in similar intergender matches in the past. Whatever the reason, one thing was clear. Jay's appearance had everyone talking, including the Nightmare herself. Rhea Ripley, who thrives on mind games just as much as her physical prowess, didn't hesitate to acknowledge JUSO's interest after the match. With a sly grin and her usual air of dominance, Rhea commented in a backstage interview, "So, JUSO was watching my match, huh? I don't blame him. Who wouldn't want to see me destroy my competition?" Her tone was casual, but there was a glimmer in her eyes that hinted she was already plotting how to turn this moment to her advantage. Ripley's confidence is legendary in the WWE, and for good reason. As the reigning women's world champion, she has demolished nearly every opponent who has dared to step into the ring with her. She has shown time and time again that she's not afraid of any one man or woman. So JUSO watching her match. To Ripley, that wasn't a threat, it was an acknowledgement of her status as one of the most feared competitors in WWE today. But while she played it cool on the surface, insiders couldn't help but wonder if Ripley was genuinely intrigued by Jay's attention. Could there be more to this than meets the eye? In WWE, where alliances can shift on a dime and rivalries can be born out of the smallest moments, anything is possible. As the buzz around Jey Uso watching Rhea's match grew, so did the rumors about a potential confrontation between the two. Would Jey dare step into the ring with someone as formidable as Rhea Ripley? While intergender matches are rare in WWE, they're not unheard of, and Rhea Ripley, with her fearless attitude, is exactly the type of superstar who could push those boundaries. For Jey, a confrontation with Rhea Ripley would be a chance to prove himself even further as he continues to carve out his own identity separate from the bloodline. He spent the last year stepping out of the shadows of his family's legacy, and a storyline with Rhea Ripley could allow him to showcase his versatility. It would be a test of both his physical and psychological strength, because as any opponent of Ripley knows, she's not just about brute force, she's also a master manipulator in the ring. For Rhea, a potential match with Jey Uso would solidify her as not only the dominant force in the women's division, but as someone capable of holding her own against male competitors as well. She has already hinted at her willingness to face anyone who steps in her path, regardless of gender, and a match with Jey Uso would be an exciting new chapter in her WWE career. As soon as fans noticed Jey watching Rhea's match, social media exploded with reactions. The WWE Universe was filled with speculation about what could be next for these two stars. Is this the start of something epic? One fan tweeted, while others were quick to suggest potential tag team combinations or rivalries. Some fans even suggested that this could be the start of a larger storyline that involves more of WWE's top talents. Could we see a future storyline where Jey Uso and Rhea Ripley join forces? Or would this spark a rivalry that transcends the usual boundaries of the men's and women's divisions? One thing is certain, WWE fans love a good storyline, especially when it involves two of the most charismatic and talented stars on the roster. The possibilities are endless, and the WWE Universe is here for all of it. Perhaps the most intriguing aspect of this potential feud or alliance is the contrast between Jey Uso and Rhea Ripley's personalities. Jey, a fan-favorite babyface since his departure from the bloodline, has a fiery, passionate energy that has endeared him to fans. He's emotional, driven by loyalty and heart, and always fights with something to prove. Rhea, on the other hand, embodies pure confidence and intimidation. Her persona as the Nightmare is rooted in power and ruthlessness, and she's unapologetic about it. She doesn't care about being liked, and she thrives on the fear she instills in her opponents. It's this stark contrast that makes the idea of them crossing paths so fascinating. Would Jey's emotional depth clash with Rhea's cold, calculated approach, or would their differences complement each other in an unexpected way? While it's unclear what the WWE creative team has in store for Jey Uso and Rhea Ripley, one thing is for sure. This moment at WWE Bad Blood 2024 has planted the seeds for something exciting. Whether it leads to a match, an alliance, or simply more mind games between the two, fans will be eagerly watching to see how this story unfolds. Rhea Ripley's reaction to Jey watching her match has already shown that she's aware of the attention and ready to use it to her advantage. In true Ripley fashion, she's prepared for whatever comes next, whether that's taking on Jey Uso head-on or playing the long game and using the moment to further cement her dominance in WWE. For now, fans are left to speculate, but one thing is certain. Rhea Ripley and Jey Uso are two of the most dynamic performers in WWE, and their potential interaction promises to be one of the most exciting storylines of the year.